Welcome to Manifest Mindset by Affirm Afform Attract. Your place to come to when you need tips and advice when manifesting. We are an affirmation channel and you can find all our affirmation videos on YouTube. Hello everyone and welcome to Manifest Mindset with Affirm Afform Attract. How are you all doing this week? I'm doing great. I'm doing good. And I'm sitting in my room. The winter sun is blowing through my window. I've got the heating on the back of me. My central heating's not working, so I've got individual heating. And I've just been working on using my Notion, working my life plan, working on my website, what I want to do. I've already started doing my website, but I'm just kind of like got a separate page now. I really want to get some ideas down and something like that. And while I was doing that, I was sitting and thinking, let me do this podcast, because last night I was looking over at some affirmation cards that I created, and I said to myself, do you know what? I want to do a podcast on this. And the affirmation card says, I continue to recognize the things I achieve. And when I saw that, I said to myself, I need to get this message out there to everybody. Have you noticed the last few podcasts that I have made have all been about not so much techniques or just affirming, but a way of life and how you are living your life when you want to manifest, and the life you live is quite important when you want to manifest. The reason why this affirmation quote stood out to me is because when we're trying to manifest and we're struggling to get what we want, there's many different reasons why, but some of the reasons is because we look at our life, we look at our current situation, and we are not happy. Especially those of us who are older, you know, we should have accomplished this by now, or we should be in this position by now, or you've achieved certain things and for whatever reason they're no longer there and you feel you have to start again. And when we're trying to manifest certain things, it feels as though we're starting again. And sometimes we get into a headspace, we shouldn't have to be starting again. We should be continuing with what we started. And in one aspect we are, because you've lived this life, no matter whether it's the life that you wanted to live and you've done all the things, it's neither here nor there. It's a continuation and a growth and a journey. So we really are not starting again. It seems that way, but it's just another path, another journey. You might decide to take up painting. You might decide to take up woodwork and making things and stuff like that, whether it's as a hobby or a new business. And because it's new means beginning means starting. So it's quite easy to say, yeah, I'll have to start again. But no, you're just continuing, you're just changing course. Think of it this way. If you've been doing something that you really enjoyed, you're happy, and you've been doing it for many years, and you've reached a point that you want to try new adventures, and you want to try something new, so you decided to go from one thing and transition into another. You may even still continue doing the last thing, but you're transitioning or going into something else, and you're happy and you're enjoying it. You won't see it as starting again. You will just see it as transitioning to something new, doing something different. But when you are in a point of your life where you feel as though this is not the life I've wanted to lead, I'm doing things I don't want to do, you know, I'm unhappy, I need to try something new. So as soon as you do that, you think, okay, this is the end and this is the beginning. You don't think of it as a transitioning. I've done that. Or sometimes feel, no, that's a lie, I'll take that. But I do see things as a transition. But when I get to a kind of really low point, then I feel as though I'm starting again. It's that kind of, oh, look at you starting again, you don't have time to start again. You know, those thoughts that come into your head that don't serve you and you have to block out. But on a whole, I do see, okay, I'm no longer doing this. This didn't work out for me. I'm trying something new. I always see my life as a growth. When I really am frustrated, or if I got really low, then I will see it as me starting again. You think, gosh, how can you start again? You don't have time to start again. Those type of negative thinking. And one of the things also that we don't do, as well as beating ourselves up sometimes, is seeing the stuff that we have achieved. We look at our life, unless the achievements have brought success that is noticeable, whether you stopped doing it or it came to a natural end, or whether you see something where you've had a income of certain amounts of money, whether it's via your own business, via a job, or whatever it is. Sometimes when we can't measure something that is of high value or of high numbers, something that you can see, we don't see it as an achievement. So we don't tend to recognize it. We just see it as just one of those anomalies in our lives that happened, and sometimes we wish to forget it, or sometimes we might learn from it, or sometimes we regret it, whatever the reason may be. And again, when you're in a certain state of mind, usually low vibrational, we tend not to think straight. We think of everything that is dark and dim and frustrating, which, as we all know, does not help when you're trying to manifest anything. Don't get me wrong, you can have pockets of happiness and enlightened moments and high vibration, and you can manifest stuff. But we really want to be able to manifest we manifest continuously anyway, but conscious manifestation continuously. Now, we are not always going to be happy 24/7. We're not going to have thoughts that don't serve us vanish completely. I mean, the best speakers, the best manifestors, the best affirmers, all these people will have moments in their life where they go down and they don't feel so good, and they might have some negative thinking and they think a certain way. I mean, the difference is they've been practicing it so long, so they might be able to end it quicker and get off that train ride a lot quicker, but it does still happen. That's why we have to, in life, take mental notes, keep a diary, journal, to write down small achievements, small successes. You've been wanting to do something, you haven't been doing it for months, a year, and then you're now doing it. To the outside world, or to some of the outside world, they might say, well, so what? People start things all the time. And those people who get it will say, yeah, well done. Well done for starting it, because not many people do. A few podcasts ago, I patted myself on the back for having done, I think, 10 episodes of my podcast. And I said, it's important to celebrate your small wins. I've been wanting to do a podcast for over nearly a year. And I've had the equipment, so nothing was stopping me except for myself. There wasn't nerves, I wasn't nervous or anything like that. It was just, I want to get this done, I want to get that done. And I wasn't making time. And even though my time was practically filled up with stuff, so it wasn't like I was just doing things that wasn't serving me, I didn't make time for the podcast. Because somewhere in my head, it's like, well, I don't really need to do a podcast right now. Don't have many subscribers on YouTube, so it doesn't really matter. I don't have to do it. But in my back of my head, it was like, no, do it. I mean, that wasn't the reason why I didn't do it, but I was using it as a reason why it's okay if I keep delaying it. And one day I just stopped. I can't even remember why. I just said, you know what, get this done. You keep writing it on your goal list, your to-do list, and you're just not starting. Stop having things on a list that ends up getting added on to another list and another list because you just haven't done it. And I'm extremely happy that I started it, because it is now off my to-do list. And what I have done also is I like to look at my analytics, my stats and stuff. I'm on Anchor, and that is my main hosting, and they give me, they're basic but detailed at the same time. For what I need and want, it suits me fine. I don't really need to go deep with everything. And up to date now, I started in August and it's November. And to this day, I have been heard in 18 countries. And in those 18 countries, some of them, they will break down in what would you call areas in those countries that I've been heard on. I've had over 200 listens. I have had what else have I had? I had no subscribers yet, but I'm fine with that. And what else? It was mainly female at one point. Then I got a couple of male listeners, and I've got from ages 23 to 60. Now, I don't know how much of a portion people are listening to my podcast. And for me, it doesn't matter. What I've done is I've taken these results and I have congratulated myself with them. It was a bit daunting at first when you start anything. It's like, wow, there's thousands of podcasts out there and there's probably hundreds of people who do what I'm doing. How would I be seen? But I kind of never really, it crossed my mind, but I was just like, nah, people will hear me, people will catch me. So I kind of manifested and left it alone. Yes, sometimes I haven't done it lately. When I've uploaded a new episode, I will then share it automatically on my Twitter. I don't have many followers on my Twitter because I don't use Twitter that often. I kind of use it as another platform to promote my stuff, but I don't really utilize Twitter as much as I could do. And that's about it. But people have found me and I am so happy. And I would like to thank every single one of you who have clicked on that button and listened to what I have said or what I am saying. It's a great feeling to celebrate things that are quite small, because I know myself. I'm like, well, have they listened to all of it? No one subscribed to me, so does that count? I would always look to the negative, and because I always try to use the beat yourself up method to push yourself more, and it doesn't work, guys. You sometimes end up just doing the complete opposite. So if I'm feeling a little bit, I will look at my achievements. I said, but look what you've done. You started the podcast. Just the other day, I had for maybe, I can't even remember, quite a few days straight, I've had people listen to my podcast. And it was just, I think, day before yesterday where I had no one listen to the podcast. And then now I've got people listening. And it was so good because from the beginning when I started, I had, for a few days, people had clicked on my podcast. And then, you had no listens, and then you got plays and then no plays and stuff. And I was good. I was happy. I celebrated within myself. I said, well done. Look at this. You've got plays every single day from this period to that period. That is such an achievement. That is really, really good. And guys, I feel good when I celebrate my successes, because it's a success. Do you want, this is a part of success. No, I don't have millions or even say thousands or even hundreds of listeners. No, I don't have anybody who's downloaded my podcast. No, I haven't got any people who's followed my podcast. But that's neither here. That, to me, that's later on. When I want to focus on people following me, that's fine. But my main goal is that if someone can listen to one of my episodes and they can gain something out of it and they can apply it to their life, they may not tell me that it's worked, and it has, but that's fine. Just knowing that I'm contributing to helping people is more than enough for me right now, because that's why I'm doing it and that's why it's important. And every time I look at my number and I've got, it's so invigorating, and it's invigorating more because I myself am growing and not flogging myself because, oh yeah, well, what's this? This is nothing. This isn't much. So it's just kind of like, yeah, it's very much just, looking at yourself and finding aspects of yourself to celebrate. Continuing with that, for the last few episodes, I've been talking about me doing my drawing. Just this morning, I done some more drawing. I went on YouTube. I was looking at some of the channels I subscribe to, watching their art or sketchbooks or see them just drawing while they're doing it, just get into that motion and getting into that mood and just keep myself on track, because it is so easy to get distracted by life. So easy when this doesn't work and that doesn't work. Like I've had for the past few months quite a lot of things that's happened. And yes, people say, well, you manifested it. Not actually said that I manifested, but maybe my low vibrational has manifested. My son's laptop, the cat broke it. My keyboard just stopped working. I want to do some song arrangements and it just stopped working. I have to go and buy a new one. I need to get my son's laptop fixed or buy a new laptop because the cat broke it. And it's just been little things that's just been kind of just not going right, not going wrong. But you know what? I haven't flipped out. Like, I have a moment where I'm just like, But usually that's because you get to a point where you're just kind of, you don't even have the energy to flip out. Don't get me wrong. There's days we just sit there and you just like, why me? Why can't I just want to do something and it just work out and just be okay? And why can't good things happen all the time? Like, hey, I've got 10 sales today. Oh, I've got another 60 subscribers. Or hey, I've got another 30 listeners. Or, hey, people, I've got 10 people now following me. Why can't these things happen? Why is it always the bad things that always want to happen? Why? Because that's the energy we're giving out. So when things like that happen, that's the energy that I'm giving out sometimes. So, and I think sometimes as well, I don't know if life tests you, if life pushes you, but I was like, do you know what? I was mad for 5 seconds, which is okay, because I do think that you need to let it out. I think if you just keep holding things in all the time, it can be, you can probably, okay, sorry, this is my friend just texting me to go and see Black Panther. So that's so beautiful. Yeah, so I really, really kind of just, I'm so happy with myself, and that's an achievement that I'm going to recognize. I mean, I have a confidence. I got one friend that we talk about this stuff all the time. I said, I'm so happy that I'm growing. I'm so happy that I'm not, like when the keyboard broke, just as I've taken on this new job role as an MD, and my son started college, he's doing music and these, and I'm like, you know what, God will provide. God will provide. He's going to give me patience. I'm patient. I'm fine. There's loads of things I want to do. There's loads of things that I need, but I'm just like, do you know what? It's all good. Everything is good. Things are working out for me. I'm on track. Okay, I'm on track. Things are working out. I have a growing YouTube channel, no matter how slow it is. So guys, go and subscribe and get your affirmation videos. I have a growing podcast, no matter how small it is. All my other YouTube channels, even the ones I haven't even posted a video yet, is growing. And all the things that I'm doing is growing. My drawings are getting better. My website is going to be amazing. And I just keep affirming and assuming that everything is amazing and it is good. And these are the times, guys, that when you are feeling low, you're feeling lump, you pick yourself up, you look at your life, you say, do you know what? This is what I've achieved, no matter how small. It could be cleaning the house, washing the dishes, because you haven't washed the dishes for 2-3 days and they're sitting there in the sink and you're just kind of like, I'm tired of looking at it, I'm going to wash the dishes. Now, some of you might think, well, washing dishes is a part of life. How can that be an achievement? But there are many people who are suffering in depression and they can't even wash a dish. They're going to the shop and getting plastic cups and drinking out of them and paper plates because the thought of washing up, they just can't bring themselves to do it. So when you're in a place that you're not quite, that deep, but you get in and like, when you're washing the dishes, it is an achievement. If you made your bed, it's an achievement. Whatever you do, look at it as achievement. Look how small it is. I don't have a big podcast. All right, fair enough. I only started a couple of months ago. Yeah, I've got my channel. I've had it for a year. My subscriber count is very, very low, but I celebrate because I might not even have that. I can have my channel and only have 2 subscribers or 5 subscribers. So it may not be as much as I expected or I should have for the length of time I've had my channel, But I've had positive, what's it called, positive comments on there. I had a young lady say that they've listened. It was an income one, about a job one, and it was repetitive, and I had lots of voices on it, and they said, they got a call back for the job, and they listened to this, and they said it put her at ease, it put her mind at ease, it relaxed her. I've had people ask me, and I was always going to put my affirmations on MP3. And this one person says, do you have any of these that I can get? Because I don't see any. If I said, yeah, they're coming soon. And they bought a few MP3s. I had another person who said, do I have this particular one at MP3? I hadn't had it, but I got it now. They haven't purchased it yet, but now it's there. These are growths. I mean, you have to take what you can get and use that as a stepping stone or to catapult you where you want to be. Yeah, you don't need to say, but this person got this. There's people who started channels later than mine and are at 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers. And do I have moments where I think, oh God, what am I doing wrong? Like, am I doing it right? Is this worth it? Because you do get into the headspace, and it's like, you enjoy doing this, you love doing this. So your subscribers are coming. People are going to find you, they're going to benefit from you. And it's all right, my screen just went blank because it's been inactive for a while because I'm recording. They're going to benefit from you. So you just keep your eye on your prize, and you keep your eye on your manifestations and focus on what you want. Just manifest more subscribers. Just focus on it. I think for me, I want the subscribers, but I want the message to reach people more. So it's kind of like, that's my main goal. I want more subscribers, because then if I have more subscribers, it kind of measures. I know views also measure, but people that's quite interested, it's like measuring stuff. But as long as the message is getting out there and reaching the people, I'm good. But guess what? I'm still looking at it as a success, because I could have said to myself, I want to start an affirmation channel. 6 months later, I want to start an affirmation, and I still haven't done it, but I've done it. I put my effort into it. I put my time into it. I've done my homework. I've sat down. I've done things. I've made my own videos. I did the music. Things have come. Everything has just come, and it just comes together. And I've learned to put enjoyment. I went through a phase where I always enjoyed doing the videos. I love them. But when it came to the achievement side of things, I just felt like I've let myself down. I haven't achieved what I want to achieve. I looked at the timeline. I looked how long I've had my channel. I looked at my subscribers. I was looking at the views. And I was just feeling a little bit low. And I was just like, is it worth it? Like I said before. But then I picked myself up. It's like, but you achieved this. This is what you've achieved. Loads of people are still starting their channels and they haven't started yet. You've achieved this. So guys, this is a message. No matter how small, no matter the numbers on your Instagram, your YouTube, if you're doing social media stuff, if you applying for jobs, just know that the job's there. It's already yours. Because sometimes we want something, but God has something better and greater for us, but we don't see it. I mean, God doesn't always let us in on his plans. Yeah. He just says, I'm going to just let you live your life, and then I'm going to deliver to you. And that's what happens, so you've just got I'm just saying, you know what, right now, I'm in a stage of my business where I'm on the, what's it called? The sling. And I'm the little pebble, I'm the pebble on the sling, and God is pulling me back, and he's pulling me back. And he keeps pulling me back. So all these things that go wrong and all these things that happen, he's pulling me back, and he's just saying to me, be patient. Just wait. I'm preparing you. And when he let go, I know things are just going to come flooding in. All the things that I want. I'm going to be blessed with a new home. I'm going to be blessed with subscribers. I'm going to be blessed with a higher income. I'm going to be blessed that I can work from home full time on the things that I know. These things are here. They're here already. They're here. They're absolutely here. And yes, there's times where you just think, but I say, no, they're here. I believe that they're here. And I'm just going to keep enjoying my life, enjoying myself. And hopefully every single day I manage to reach someone or a few people around the world that it can help. Yeah, look at the achievements you've done, guys. Appreciate yourself. If you're someone who is not doing anything to feel like you haven't achieved, and create something for you to achieve. So for example, if you're someone who never makes your bed, start with making your bed every single day. I make my bed every single day, and I've said this in my other podcasts. When I don't make my bed and I come in my room and I feel horrible, I feel incomplete. I feel as though I'm not serving myself and I'm not doing myself any favors. The moment my bed is made, I feel good, I feel complete, I feel like I've achieved something. If you're someone who every single day you're eating some trashy food, you're not eating anything healthy, pick one day of the week. So just one day of the week, from breakfast, lunch and dinner, I'm going to eat nothing but healthier choices. Yeah, start with something that you need to change about yourself to see the achievements. Because once you start doing that, and you start achieving achieving these little small things, then it will build up. Again, it's like when you want to manifest something and you feel as though you're struggling, take it down a notch. You want 1 million, and 1 million just feels like so far out the way, make it 100,000. If that seems a lot, make it 10,000, make it 5,000, make it 1 penny. If you're in such a state and you can't get there, manifest a free cup of coffee, manifest a free outing. Or you can do the other thing where you just say, you know what, I'm going to see a blue butterfly. I'm going to see a blue butterfly. I love blue butterflies. Blue butterflies are so beautiful. I'm going to see a blue butterfly, or red ball, or a ladder, or just something. So something that may not necessarily do with anything you want to manifest, but just to kind of reinforce your belief. Sometimes we do. People who believe in God, they've been Christians for a long time of their life, and things go wrong and they start to lose their faith, and they just pray to God to help them keep their faith. It happens, guys. Yeah, you are not alone. So always, so find something in yourself that you can believe in, that you've achieved. Create something. If you feel, I think everybody's got an achievement somewhere, but I do understand, depending on the kind of life that you've led, you would feel that you've achieved nothing, and the achievements are so small. It's just like, come on now, I can't say I've achieved that. This is nothing. So that's why, okay, if you feel that way, here's another plan. Go out and achieve something. Buy a plant and say, right, I'm going to go and I'm going to look after this plant. I'm going to go and I'm going to make my bed every day. I'm going to make sure I have at least 1 plate of green salad every single day, whether it's for lunch or whether it's for dinner, is going to be incorporated into my eating habits. I'm going to do 5 minutes of just walking on the spot, or going down the road, walk for 5 minutes, walk back for 5 minutes. That's 10 minutes walking. I'm going to do that every single day, and do it and achieve it, and then celebrate yourself. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I really enjoyed spreading this word and spreading this message. I am grateful. I am thankful. I am blessed. I have my down days like everybody else, and I'm learning to pick myself up quicker and quicker, and to just focus on the things that I want for my life. And I hope you will do the same too. Now, if you're still here listening, please go over to my YouTube channel, subscribe. I've got many affirmation videos. You can go to my Bandcamp, Affirm Afform Attract, my channel, Affirm Afform Attract, and you can buy some of those MP3s there. And my website is coming soon. I'm hoping it will be launched before on this side of the year. That's my plan. But let's see. So anyway, guys, I love you. Stay blessed, and I shall catch you next time.